Ramble ASMR, where I ramble to you about anything entertainment related, positivity related, or lifestyle related. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you a little bit of like a life's update about my surgery that I'm getting actually on Friday. It is currently Sunday, and as you can tell, I'm actually in a new location. I'm actually back in my hometown in my childhood bedroom. So yeah, for the holidays. So hence the the new location, and hence the new. I don't have my Yeti mic, so I'm just gonna be doing this mic. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a ramble. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and holiday season. And yeah, so let me just tell you what's kind of going on. Yeah, just so you know, hopefully you can get some tingles, you can rest, but also just in case you're curious about what's going on in my life. So today, the day that I'm actually filming this is Sunday, November 27th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. East Coast time. And yeah, so it's Sunday, and then on Friday I have a surgery. And I don't know, have you ever had a surgery before? I never have. So this is my first surgery, and I'm 25, and so I'm kind of an adult, but I feel like a kid still, and I'm actually very, very nervous. What I'm getting a surgery for is actually this ear right here. This beautiful boy. I actually can't really hear out of it, so, and I'll tell you kind of the story about what happened to my ear. So, it actually happened in 2020, January. My birthday is January 21st, and it was, I think, like a week before that. And it was a week on that birthday, I actually got my ears pierced. So a lot of things with my ears, but that happened after this happened. So in early January, I was working at a coffee shop in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. It was called Manhattanville. It no longer exists. I visited New York, I think last July, and it's gone, which is very sad. But I was a barista there, and I made lots of drinks. Well, anyways, I was at work one day, and it was around 12, maybe it was like 2 p.m. We work 6-hour shifts, and sorry, my nose is getting a little tingly. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I hope not. Sorry, I'm allergic to cats. There are cats in my house, so I kind of get that from time to time. But so I was working a normal shift, and my sinuses were really bad. I was really congested. I don't know if you've ever had this before. Really congested, like right here. I was congested in the nose, and my sinuses too. Everything just felt really clogged. And I grew up scuba diving, so I actually have gone scuba diving before. So what they teach you when you're underwater, because you have more pressure put on you, you need to equalize your ears, so your sinuses, you equalize pressure. That's what they call. And a way for doing that is you hold your nose like this, and you blow. You close your mouth and you just blow. And you blow hard, and your ears equal. They like pop, like you know how you're on an airplane, and they just go pop, 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 pop. It's like that. So I was sick. I was at work. I was like, oh, I just want to get over this. So I went for it. I closed my nose. I blew through my sinuses, and then something happened, and it hurt so bad. And I remember, I think it happened a while ago. the more you remember things, you kind of forget what actually happened. Because I've had to tell this to a lot of doctors, but basically what I think happened was I felt like this really intense pain in my left ear, and I almost felt really nauseous. I felt really dizzy. I almost couldn't stand up, and I knew something happened. But then, then I think it was fine after that. So I was like, okay, I think. Getting TMI, but I think I had some fluid coming out of my ear. I remember having a napkin and be like, uh-oh. And I remember sleeping, and it was so funny because this was the couple weeks when I also got my ears pierced. So when you get your ears pierced, I have really sensitive ears. I love my ears, but they're sensitive. And when you sleep on them, it usually hurts because you basically just inflicted a wound on you. But anyways, so yeah, my ear was messed up, and what happened, I didn't go to the doctor, I think, until that summer. I couldn't really hear in my left ear, but it was because I felt like I had a lot of earwax. It felt really, filled with earwax and fluid, and when I got my ears pierced, I had fluid, coming out. I don't think it was blood, but it was on my pillowcase, and I was like, oh man. But anyways, I recovered from that sickness, right? And then my ear was just clogged up, so then I went to the doctor. I got it cleaned out with wax. I don't know if you've ever done that. It's a really weird process. They basically have, they sit you up, they put something on your neck, and they basically have a sort of a water flosser, if you ever use one for teeth, kind of like that, and or a syringe, and they basically just squirt water in your ear, and you have to be like this. I think you're literally like this, and they do it, and it comes out, and it's very nasty, but it feels really good when you're doing it. And it was weird because they were like, wow, you have a lot of earwax, and I took maybe 5 minutes, what it usually takes a minute to do. They got it all out, and I was like, wait a minute, I still can't hear. And they're like, okay, let's double check, maybe we didn't get the earwax, and they got all of it, and they're like, oh, I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining outside. I hope you enjoyed it if you can hear it, but so yeah, and basically, yeah, that happened, and then my parents, so I was in Massachusetts, so that happened, and then I was like, okay, maybe it'll get better over time. My parents are both doctors, and I love them to death, but also it's very interesting when you have doctors as parents. I don't know if you have anyone in the field, but basically, since they know everything that can go wrong with you, they actually usually are way more hesitant in having you go to, surgery or going to get checked out. My parents were very much like, your body will fix itself, you'll be okay. Literally growing up, if I was sick, if my sister was sick, they'd literally just be like, here, have some Advil and you're fine. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. That was for everything. I've never taken flu medicine. I've never done anything like that. And the reason they were doing that is because they were building up my immune system, which I'm grateful for, because I don't really get sick that much, and I bounce back really fast nowadays, and I have some friends that don't. But basically, I think I told my mom, because I was still on their health insurance, and I was basically telling her hey, I need to go. My ear's kind of messed up, and she was like, okay, just go check it out. Go to a doctor. So I went to an ENT. I forget what they stand for. Maybe I'll put it down here somewhere. But basically, I went there, and the first time I went there, basically it was like, you're kind of just making it up, you're fine. And then he checked my ear, and I was like, what? And then we did a hearing test, and when he got the hearing test, he was like, wait a minute, you have really, really bad hearing. And then he checked again, and then he was like, oh, you do have something here, I can't really see. And then I was like, yeah, but when I equalize my ears, I can weirdly hear again. And he was like, that's weird. So I went back into the hearing test. I did it normally, and then I cleared my sinuses, and then he looked at the chart, and he found out that when I clear my sinuses, my hearing's perfect. So they were kind of I literally was in, it was so annoying, I was literally in the office, and the door was open, I heard him and a nurse or someone with us interning, he was like, look at these, you don't don't see this every day, isn't this crazy? And they're like, yeah, like, it basically made me feel like very, not normal, and it made me feel good. But he comes back in and he's like, okay, so, you have a couple options. We can like poke a hole in your ear, try and like release the, pressure, or you'll need surgery. My parents, I told them that, and then they were like, hold on, we're gonna go make you see another ENT, one of our friends. So I went to another ENT, and they basically said the same thing, and that was like a year in between. Like, I would only go back to the doctor when I came back to home, East Coast, because where I live, they have really good hospitals and staff, and my parents work there, and I just trust them. But yeah, I went to go see this very current doctor who's gonna be doing my surgery, and I was gonna do the whole, because my mom came in and she explained. My mom was like, okay, fine, like, we'll just do whatever we can do not to do surgery. And then I went to do the whole thing, like, they basically were like, just kind of like poke a hole in, and then I was gonna have to wear something in it. And I basically go in, and I basically, she looks at my ear, and then it's like, oh, actually, I don't think this is a good idea. And before that, she like looked at my ear, and she was like, maybe go down and do a CT check. I did everything for like 3 hours, and then she was like, oh yeah, we're not actually gonna do it. And she was like, the only option is surgery. And then she was like, honestly, we have no idea what's wrong with you. We don't know what's gonna fix it. You could live with this for the rest of your life. And and she was like, we could do surgery. It's gonna be exploratory surgery. Maybe we can see, if you have a broken ear bone. So because they did a CT where, I don't know if you've ever done a CT, but I was like in this machine, and it was going around. It was very claustrophobic, but the ear bones are so tiny that they can't even see it. So yeah, she's like, you're gonna need surgery, and honestly, we don't know, hopefully it fixes it, but otherwise it might not. And she said there's no guarantee. And I remember, I think that was in July, and I remember being really emotional. I was like fighting tears back, and yeah, it's very hard. I don't know if you've ever gone through this, but it's very hard, like, hoping that your body is gonna be okay, and then kind of seeing it fail in front of you is really scary, and it makes you kind of realize like life's really short and everything. And yeah, and I just got emotional because I was like, I love hearing, like, I love playing piano, I love music, like, what if I can never hear again? So I got emotional, and we decided, you know what, we gotta try the surgery, that's the best shot. And yeah, so I'm doing the surgery on Friday, and I've never done it before, and I'm nervous because of my anesthesia. And yeah, I'm really just trying not to think about it, but then again, I kind of want to like keep you guys in the loop on what's going on in my life, because yeah, you guys are family. So, and yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I would love to answer anything. I hope I kind of got everything. Some positives though. So like, obviously I was very emotional, but like I say, I try to like look for the positives in life, because there's always something. And one of the positives of my ear kind of not hearing is, well, one, I've gotten used to it by now, right? It's been 2 years, so I feel like this ear right here, this ear has kind of overcompensated for everything else. And yeah, so I feel like I can kind of hear. I'm not the best over here, but like, for instance, someone's talking, I don't really want to listen. I just kind of go, oh hey, my ear is like broken, so it's kind of like, sorry, didn't catch that. Like, I have an excuse now if I don't listen to someone, which I think is pretty cool. And then the other thing is, found was like there's a little pocket in my ear, so like you have the ear canal, and then there's like a little pocket, which actually was, I think, formed when I did something. They don't know what happened when I cleared it. I didn't like, yeah, I don't know, but I have a pocket, but basically they're gonna like close that up, try and clean it out, and hopefully by doing that it might help my hearing, maybe not. It's gonna be a day out procedure or whatever, so I'm gonna go in the morning, really early morning on Friday, December 2nd, and then I could have a surgery, and then I'm gonna go out the same day, and I basically can't fly for 2 weeks, and I think I'm gonna look like, is it Van Gogh? With like his badge on the side and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, and I think that's like for a couple days, and it'll be nice. I'll be around family, so it'll be okay. But yeah, so that's kind of my life update. It's not the cheeriest thing, but I thought I'd share it with you. And yeah, if you could just send some good wishes to me in the comments, I would absolutely, really, really love that. It would actually mean a lot. And or if you could actually share like your surgery story too, or any like advice, because I am really nervous. I've never been under, and like it's scary to me, like not being in control and stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm just nervous. So it'd be great to just hear from you guys. And yeah, I love you guys so much. If you're still here, leave a B comment in the comments as well. I'm kind of like asking a lot of comments, but if you want to leave a B emoji, just so I know that you saw this, that'd be great. And yeah, if you haven't already and you're still here, if you could consider liking this video if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed my ramble, and if you could subscribe and hit the bell notification, so you get notified on all my videos, that'd be awesome as well. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, and I know if your life is anything like mine, I know we all have kind of scary things that happen in our life, and I just want to say that if you have something scary that's happening right now, that it's gonna be okay, and even if it ends out not being what you think it's gonna be, hey guys, so my phone died again. It's so sad. I have bad storage, but like I was saying, if you're going through anything scary nowadays, like I am, I just want you to know that even if it doesn't like work out how you think it's gonna work out, it will be okay. And yeah, just kind of believe that, I guess. And I do believe everything happens for a reason, so just be easy on yourself. And how I'm walking through this right now is, although I'm kind of scared and nervous, it's just only think about the things you can control, and whatever you can't, just let it go. Just don't think about it, and everything will be okay. So with that, I love you, and if no one's told you today, you are so special, and be easy on yourself. Okay, be easy on yourself, because if anyone deserves it, it's you. You've been through a lot, and only you know what you've been through. Your full story, no one else does. So think about the kindest person in your entire life, someone who you can go to that's always really nice to you, that does really nice things to you.